Hi everyone, welcome to Foodie Fix Network. My name is Nikki. Tonight on Foodie Fix we're making a ribeye steak. Before I go on, I would like to thank my subscribers and viewers. Thank you. For those of you that are watching and not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share. That way YouTube will keep me on the algorithm and I'll keep cooking because I love to cook. Thank you. So ribeye is one of my favorite steaks. It's so delicious, tender, and juicy, just melt in your mouth. All right, let's go ahead and season our steak. We're gonna be using the coarse salt because coarse salt gives it the texture and the crust when you sear it. And also make sure you season it very well on both sides. So just go ahead and season it like that. Make sure you drop it from the top so it can spread. And turn it over. And season really well because the inside is not seasoned, it's just on the outside. So you want to make sure you have enough seasoning. When you bite it, you get that flavor. So go ahead and just season it good. And don't forget the sides. I'm gonna put some here. And what I do is like this. And that way you get the salt on all sides. Look at that. Also, I'm gonna be using cracked pepper. So crack the pepper. This way it's gonna keep in a high heat. It doesn't burn because the fine pepper burns and sticks to the pan. This way it will give it texture and not burn and stay in the steak, okay? So just make sure you put enough. And both sides. This will give a real good flavor, and the cracked pepper gives it texture and not burn in high heat. So here we go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it sit for about 20 minutes and we'll come back and cook it. This way it'll get absorbed and it's gonna pull in, and when we cook it, it's gonna have that moisture there. All right? We'll be back in 20 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and cook our steak. It's been 20 minutes. You can see it's got some liquid, it's pulling. So if it's got extra, you can go ahead and just dab it with paper towel. So I'm gonna turn on my stove and put it to medium high. And I'm gonna put some oil. You wanna heat the oil but not very high because you don't want it to smoke. And I like to use cast iron because it gives it a good even temperature and sear the steak really good. All right, so we'll warm it up and you'll know when it's warm, it's gonna start, separating and shimmering. All right, so keep it on medium high. All right, so I'm gonna dab it a little bit so it doesn't have too much moisture on it, like that. But when you put it in the pan, you're gonna wanna let it sit there 2 to 3 minutes so it can sear. Don't flip it, turn it, because if you do that, it's not gonna sear, right? It looks like it's heating up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the steak. Make sure you put it away from you so it doesn't splatter towards you. There we go. So we'll cook it about 2 to 3 minutes so it can get that really brown crust and give it that crust crunchy. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and crush my garlic. And all you have to do is just crush it like that. All right. You don't have to peel it, and you don't have to chop it. And I'll also slice my shallot in half. That's our seasoning and flavor. We're gonna be putting it later. But just 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, you can pick without picking it up. So the ribeye steak is one of those steaks, you know what I like it is that fat. It has that marbling fat. And when it cooks and it melts and it gets absorbed in the meat, that's what gives it that flavor. And it's just tender, just melts in your mouth. It's really, really juicy. You will need your thermometer, you know, when you're cooking it. The rare is 120 to 125 if you like to eat rare. The medium rare is 130 to 135. I like the medium rare. And then if you like it well done, it's about 140. So that way, and then you check it, when you check the temperature, check it in the center, okay? So we're gonna turn it. There you go. So we'll cook it a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna do our flavors. We have the rosemary and thyme, the garlic and shallots. Also gonna add some butter. Butter is gonna keep it really, bring out that flavor and moist. It's gonna be so delicious. This is just wonderful, wonderful steak. All right. So about 2 tablespoons of butter. And once we turn it, we're gonna be basting it. I just need it to sear a little bit on that side. Once it does that, what I do is put it to the side and turn down the heat a little bit to medium so it wouldn't burn the butter. So I'll go ahead and put my garlic and shallots there. Oh, yes. So we'll put the butter and let it melt. So what we're gonna do is once we get that, we're gonna baste the steak. And that's gonna give it the flavor. Also, whatever you have some that's not seared is gonna cook it. All right? So at this time, I'll drop in my thyme and rosemary. There you go. Yes, it smells good. Once you get the little flavor there, we're gonna baste it. We're gonna put it to the side and baste. And we'll baste it and cook it about 2 minutes. There we go. There you go. So delicious. Smells so wonderful. There you go. Yes, thyme is, you know, it's got that minty flavor. It gives it that minty flavor, and rosemary just brings out that fat flavor and gives a really good taste. And when you baste it with the butter here, it's gonna cook the ones that are in the middle that wasn't browned. At this time, I think it's been a couple of minutes. I'm gonna check the temperature. So when you check the temperature, make sure you check it in the middle, because the edges cook faster and they're probably hotter, but the middle doesn't cook as fast. So what I do is check it in the middle. So turn it on. There you go, 133. So we're gonna take it out. So when you take out the steak, make sure you rest it before you cut it. I like to put it on the rack. That way it'll rest 5 to 7 minutes. And don't cut it right away. You want to keep the flavor and the juice in there. There you go. We will rest that for 5 to 7 minutes. Yep. Look at that. It's crusted, done on the outside, pink on the inside. It's just tender and moist, delicious inside. I want to have another bite. Look at that. Yes. That's a ribeye for you. Every time. So delicious. That fat marbling just melts while it's cooking and absorbs into the meat. Makes it so tender and juicy. And with all the flavors on the outside, you crunch it. Oh, so delicious. It was wonderful. Can't wait to eat the rest of it. All right. I'm gonna be serving this with my baked potato. I've made that already. Here you have it. Loaded baked potato. It's really great. What goes with it. And I make this on special occasions. It's been wonderful every time. Oh yeah, that one's delicious too. Ooh, can't wait to have all my dinner, okay? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe, comment. Let me know how I did, or give me something to cook. Thank you. Until the next time. Bye.